Lindman,
Here.
Ingram,
Here.
Ioannini,
Here.
Rickovich, Longbreak,
Here.
Rico,
Here.
Schwartz,
Here.
Maud, Kane.
Here.
Go ahead. I make a motion to.
Approval of the, can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the October 27th meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have no communications to the board. Seeing that there's no call to the public, is there any new business? Continuing business, park signs.
I just received an update from Jennifer today and passed around a photo of what she's done so far, which she's got some of the letters engraved into the signs, and those are painted black. The sanding process is done. She said that she completely underestimated the time that it takes to sand all those little letters. And so, this is her first time doing this kind of project as well, but she's progressing very nicely, and I think they're going to be great. Anybody have any questions?
No, they look great. Once they're painted in color, I think they'll be real nice.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, moving on to peanut butter and jelly drive. Mark?
There's a box upstairs. It's being posted online and everything, and somebody donated last week before it was started, so that works fine. So, yeah, it's going to run from technically today to the 15th. And Amanda did include a little notice on the Snacks with Santa flyer for folks to bring stuff to that event as well.
Another event we get to bring them to is the appreciation dinner on December 3rd. Be a lot of folks there.
Oh, yeah. Well, shoot Tabitha an email.
Blood drive?
It's been posted, it's been advertised. We have about 11 people signed up so far, so I'd like to add quite a few more if possible. Being promoted, might reach out to the Eagles and see if they'd be interested in helping to promote it. Try to get a hold of the contact I have there. And so we're making progress.
Holiday decorating contest? Amanda's made the flyer.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I don't know. It's very colorful and eye-catching, and she's not here yet. I happened to, she showed me the yard signs that she got, 12 of them she ordered. It's inviting people to participate in the decorating contest with a QR code on it to the village and that. So I know that she wanted to talk about placement of where those signs should go. Ideas?
Definitely at the park, with the fire, Claire Miller.
How many did you get?
10?
12.
12.
12. I said, yeah.
Yeah, they're
And
black and white, and
Armenia,
they're kind of on the wire that like the farmer's market was on. A little,
I'd put them at the pocket parks for sure. That'd be a good one.
And near the village signs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of walking traffic, foot traffic.
yeah,
and
because they're
then-
hard to read from the road, I would think, because they do
Or
have so much
scan.
verbiage.
Right.
And they're low to the ground, so,
So a couple of the places then maybe in Claire Miller.
Mhm. I would put it on both
By the-
ends of Claire Miller for sure. You've got so much space there
Mm-hmm.
along the walking path. I'd put more than one along those.
yeah.
I put one by the restrooms.
I was gonna say, when do they close?
They're closed.
Oh, they are closed.
Yeah.
But by the playground.
I say by the playground though.
Yeah. Trying to think of where else there's
I mean,
village property.
I personally get a lot of walkers in front of my yard. I mean, down my street. I
Oh,
would
'cause
put
they
one in
come
my
through there.
yard and they could just
Yeah.
walk, you know, and it'd be easy to read as you're walking. So
Yeah, I would,
I guess any of us could put them by
Yeah.
our houses and,
at least
I'll
then,
take one. I'm on Wolverine Drive, a lot of walkers.
yeah, I'll take one too.
Woody
so.
too.
at least people there are going 25. If they're driving, they could stop. It wouldn't be like on Commerce or something like that,
Right.
where it would be a poor decision.
Yeah, right. Okay.
People go 25 on Wolverine Drive? That's surprising. I think another place too is the bridge on Benstein.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we need two, but just one on,
Oh, the boardwalk, yeah.
yeah, the boardwalk.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure she's bringing them when she gets here. She'll we'll just pass them out tonight then.
The subcommittee update, it says here subcommittee, that's you guys. But you
Oh,
want me to wait
yeah.
maybe we should wait till Amanda gets here, or?
Well, we had a date set for the Monday after our meeting and it didn't happen, so we have not
Oh, okay.
scheduled another meeting yet. But, yeah, Amanda has a very detailed outline plan, so I don't want to talk about it, but if she can.
You're on, whenever.
You're it. No, we were just talking about the signs for the decorating contest that you picked up.
Oh,
And where we were talking about where they should be placed.
oh yeah, I kind of left that.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta-
You gotta
That's
unmute
right, I
your
was
mic.
telling them until you get here, we could just discuss about that.
Why doesn't it stay on?
There you go. I can-
Got it.
Yo, yo, yo. Mic check 1, 2. Yeah, I was kind of talking to Mark about it, talking to Linda about it, just casually. I'm open to wherever. I had a few areas I thought seemed to be good spots that a lot of traffic go through. Mainly just at like road exits, out on the Glengarry side, Benstein side, McCoy side, Wolverine Drive, South Commerce, where Mark kind of put some of the farm market signs as well, at the electronics sign, Clara Miller sign, that kind of thing. Just places where either people are like walking or coming to a stop, you know, so they're able to capture the information. And hopefully that's like a good foot step in the right direction, so we can start having a little bit more interaction with people that want to get involved and be a part of the contests, because they are really fun. And I mean, I do hair, I talk to a lot of people, like not a lot of communities do these fun things that we do, you know? And I have to say, I'm sure we can all come to an agreement with the Halloween one. I was super bummed with that number, you know? I was super bummed.
Well, I was super bummed that a lot of them that were really decorated didn't enter. Or
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
didn't enter
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, like the ones, what, Lakeview? Was that? They had like 3 in a row. Was it on Lakeview? Yeah. When we drove by, me and my husband, we went and seen them all. That one, we were there for 15 minutes, you know? Like, just because there's the 3 houses. I would have loved at least somebody walking their dog or somebody like me driving by to enjoy the display. I have the opportunity to also say, hey, my neighbor's yard looks great. I'd like to nominate Molly for the holiday contest or whoever, you know, like with their permission. Then the next step, obviously, I would think it would transition over to Paige or Tabitha's hands if a neighbor were to nominate another neighbor to contact the individual and ask for them to then register their self at this point is kind of where my mind was, or at least take that information. I haven't spoken to Tabitha or Paige about that. I don't know if that's something that they want to take on, but I think that also needs to be concrete in the way that kind of works, you know? So, but I did put some signs together, got them ordered, brought one to show you guys. I did make a QR code that goes straight to the events page on the website. And we can use these for both fall and Christmas. And so it's got the information it needs, it's big, it's flashy, it'll catch your attention. And that'll take us right to the website events page, and it will show exactly the flyer that I also created that you guys might have start seeing circulating around the website and social media. So hopefully this helps. I don't know, just thought it was,
Nice
good.
job.
Thanks.
Yeah,
buddy.
they look good, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that they cover both the Christmas and the
Yeah, yeah.
Halloween. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good
Cost
idea.
advertising.
Yeah,
Effective.
I think it's a good size too. We talked about putting them in our yards too with people walking by.
sure,
So
sure.
I know that you only got 12. Is that
12,
what you
yep,
got? So
12 for 99.
did you bring them?
I brought them all.
Okay.
Yep, so if anybody, when we leave, wants to take a couple and hit up those spots on your side, I can do my side, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like other than that, anything else? Am I missing anything?
I think so.
All right. Anybody have questions for me? I mean, this is not my thing. I'm not trying to take over for nobody, but like, I just seen an area that needs a little help. I'm always willing to pitch in and try to problem solve with everybody.
Did we decide whether we were going to give out signs for winners?
No, you said that we did that in the past and we should have those last.
Oh, they have dates on them. We can't use them. The ones we have or had. I mean, I haven't seen them in our storage.
I mean, nobody has looked. Have you seen
I
anything
haven't
like
seen
that?
anything like that.
I think like one thing at a time, I think that let's see how many people we get and what this way of communication gives us, and then maybe we can shoot for next year, adding two, and maybe gathering some signs for the categories then, because I feel like with what our budget is, I don't feel like we would have the money this year to do it. What would you think, Lori?
No, I mean, was the price you paid for the 12,
Mhm.
is there like a price for 4? I
I'm
don't know
sure,
what the-
I just didn't
I didn't know if they were more money.
quote,
Okay.
Yeah, I think if we get like generic ones, just
Yeah,
say
that
like,
we can use every year.
contest winner.
Sure.
They don't have to say what place or which,
no, it
the
wouldn't be-
categories, but then we'll just tell them that we're going to pick them up
Yeah.
and use them again for next year. So please don't destroy them.
Or do we want them to be able to keep them so that they can
Oh.
display it next
No,
year?
I think they should have the front of the sign say what we want, the back of the sign should say at the bottom at least, property of the Village of Wolverine.
Yes.
like, will be collected, do not throw away, something like that,
Yeah.
Okay.
in like a
I do
smaller.
too. Otherwise, it's going to get expensive. I'd rather put the money.
Yeah.
That's the other
Yeah.
part of the issue is it eats into the prize money.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
another component of it is that there's the sign for clout, and then there's also the prize money to put towards whatever
I
home
would
improvement you
love to
desire.
put together some type of map for people to see on social media or also attached to the event page on the flyer where it comes up after we have the nominations. So people can kind of do it, like I mentioned last meeting, like the garage sale, where they're able to see the addresses and be able to know where they're going to find them. I mean, maybe they like to just joyride and see what they come up on, but if you're in a contest, I think that you should be highlighted within the community, on whatever platform we can get that information out on. If it's the website, if it's social media, I feel like those are our two routes right now that are picking up the best traction.
In the past, I know they've displayed the winners, but they don't have everybody's address, correct? Am I correct in
Not
that?
that I recall. I think it's usually just the winners.
Okay.
I think though too, I was reading some feedback on the Facebook page where, you see everything. And it seemed like the community might be interested in doing like a, community choice award at some point.
Yeah.
Because I did see comments that some people just didn't enter because they think we as a board just choose people that we know or, year over year. It was just really, I was a little disappointed in some of the
Frankly.
comments that I read.
If anything, we disqualify people if we know them.
Right. Yeah. So just, it's probably too late
know.
at this point to kind of give another award, but just to think for future, especially as we're kind of tapping into more social media.
Right.
Well, We'd have to
Technology.
figure out how they can do that, how they would calculate it. I don't think upstairs wants to be able,
I mentioned, I think last season or something, I'm cool with like at work sometimes we'll do like open survey about things that we want to do for our own campaigns within the salon, and we do put out just like a Google Doc survey to everybody. And I mean, we can create that and post that as a post on our website and our social media, and that will gather its own data, you know what I mean? And you will just be able to tap into that and see who people voted for. I think it'd be a great idea and a great ad without money being spent to engage the community further, you know, than just saying, because I mean, at the end of the day, if we're not providing them with an avenue to go have the experience that we're trying so hard to create for them, we're only doing it for us. You know what I mean? Like, so the more we can get them involved, they're going to remember it, they're going to talk about it, they're going to talk about it to their friends, and then we will get more engagement and more traction and people wanting, I think, to do it. And the information will get spread farther. But no, I'm all about it. And I'm happy to make a Google Doc for it. I've done it before for work. I'm fine with that. I don't know. Like I said, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, and they're easily customizable too, because
Yeah.
I've used them in college, and the Google, I think they call them like quizzes or whatever,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
term they use. You can customize how much data you collect to where you're literally just collecting the vote,
Mm-hmm.
to where you're collecting when they filled it out, who did it, their name, their email. It's very customizable. I think really we only just need like who they voted for, but we could collect the email and then fill up their inbox with Parks and Rec stuff, but
I mean, I'm down for that. Like just a friendly reminder email being sent out saying, hey, it's that time.
yeah, if it's
again.
done tastefully, I'm sure people won't mind, but you know, not like every week, but
No,
I didn't
not
think we
every
were
week.
going to do that anyways.
But yeah, I guess that's all I have to add. Yeah. And thank you, Molly, for sharing that too, the Google Doc thing, 'cause I forgot about it. And I do think it's just like a no money, you know, option for us to just engage more with more people in the community.
Anything else? Snacks with Santa. Diane gave me a list, so I'm just going to read it all off. She's secured Santa and the DJ. She'll let us know if we can get in early, like always. But she would like to know if you're not going to be at Snacks with Santa to let her know. And then if you know of any volunteers, she gave an example like Aaron is coming. She's ordering a new backdrop for pictures. She might change up the cocoa station that was, I guess, a big hit, and update the cookie station. And she may have hot cocoa bombs. She has a recipe for.
Those are a ton of work.
And then she wondered if anybody would be interested as dressing up as Cindy Lou. From the group.
Do not look at me. Out of
You're
your
blonde.
mind.
I don't know.
I think we both do have red hair, but absolutely not. No,
I thought she was blonde, no.
I don't know what it is. She's either blonde or she's
The
a
picture she sent
redhead.
me, she's blonde.
Okay.
And she did say she made everybody administrators of the Parks and Rec Facebook. You just have to accept. If you haven't accepted, then
Did
I
you say
just-
she did that today?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I got the invite, so,
Okay.
which is actually really useful, because it would make more sense instead of as individuals posting through that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see the invite. Did you see it?
I've been working.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, why did you post about the fall decorating contest?
What do you mean?
Because you posted on the page about the fall decorating contest. that we-
September 29th,
Oh,
and
is that
it
when you
never
did it?
got approved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That explains things. So it was pending for the last 2 months. Okay.
yeah,
That should be fixed now.
That explains.
yeah.
I was like, is Amanda having issues?
September 29th is when I submitted that.
Okay.
And I know this isn't on here, but I'm just going to bring it up. Easter Bunny costume?
Yes, it is still being looked for. There are a few items that are in the Amazon shopping cart. Nothing has been purchased yet, but once a purchase is made, a reimbursement will be submitted, and we'll.
That's if we approve what you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. But yeah, there's a few items pending in there, and I'll present those in December.
We'll need
I
to
will
release
not.
funds when the time comes,
Well, it's, a-
release funds to buy the costume, so.
can we do that when it's next year's event?
Well, no, it's not next year. We're still in that fiscal year for that event right now. I don't think we need to release funds just yet,
Yeah.
because my understanding is that we're pulling from the discretionary fund, right?
Oh, okay.
And not from the luncheon fund?
I mean, either way.
Either way, when you're gonna spend money,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
have to release. the
I
funds.
know, I just didn't know if it was coming from the bunny, that's why I was asking.
I think that's a question to follow up with Diane on, too. I can text her as well regarding that and what her thoughts are on that, depending
Yeah.
on what her budget is looking like.
You mean the
Diane
Easter
doesn't
bunny?
do the bunny lunch, though.
Oh,
Is
she
that what
do
you're
it.
talking about?
Yeah. I thought
It's
she
normally
did it.
Lori.
No, I do.
Sorry,
Me and
Oh,
him.
yeah, then I'll text you then.
That's why I brought it up. Because it wasn't,
I won't be at the bunny lunch this year.
okay,
Sorry. I'll be just back from being out of town.
okay. So do you still want a co-chair or do you want,
Or the bunny lunch, yeah.
oh, would you like to? Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Letters with Santa?
You know, I wasn't talking about not attending the bunny lunch.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't
I
going to
said
be
I won't be
there.
able to attend the Snacks with Santa.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
You did say
Did I
bunny
say
lunch.
bunny
did say
lunch?
bunny lunch.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's too far ahead. I'm
Thanks
not
for
gonna
the-
cancel out of that
Ahead
one.
of time notice.
Yeah, that went somewhere that I wasn't following, so I apologize for saying bunny lunch.
I'm like, bunny
I meant
lunch?
Snacks with Santa.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, we'll let Diane know you will not be there.
Right, and I will continue host with you
Okay.
for bunny lunch.
Okay.
You just get your costume, that's all you gotta worry about.
Letters with Santa, she said that's all set and ready. So community garden, is that you or?
So, the vets committee, when we were out there cleaning up, we kind of discussed a good spot for it. Talked to Ron, because he's the landscape architect. And we were thinking just right off the parking lot, that section of land right there, when you're looking at it. So here's the memorial on the side here, right on the other side, right off the parking lot is a open plot of land. That way, if we do end up ever sinking a well, it would be, everything could be equidistant, and it would be, and also there's the trees that are running along the parking lot there that would give it a little bit of cover from the street and everything else. So, and it would also be very close to where the walking path is, and if anybody's carrying stuff, why not have it close to the parking lot? So,
That makes sense, that's a good.
yeah.
So like between the parking lot and the exercise area, or, I mean, in that plot
It's in
right
that,
there?
it's in that area, yeah. So it wouldn't be too deep into the park.
Yeah, okay.
But there's plenty of space there.
Okay. Pending business?
I had one idea for the new additional events thing. Well, not really a new idea, just a couple things I wanted to mention. For the corn roast, for the music, for the band, if we want to go with a different band, because I know some people have mentioned that, just get going on it, if you really want that, just so that, because it does, they book pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then another thing, we were talking about getting the reindeer for Snacks with Santa, but they were booked. So I was thinking maybe we try a Christmas in July kind of thing, because the reindeer probably won't be so busy then. And we could either tie it in with the Tuesdays in the park or just with the farmer's market kind of thing. And then it wouldn't just be the 60 or 50 kids that come to the Snacks with Santa, it'd be however billion kids are at the park. So I figure when Diane comes back, I would mention that to her again and see if they're
For
available.
Tuesdays in the park, Ed.
I think that'd be kind of neat.
That seems right up Diane.
And some of my vendors have been like, are we going to do a snack, Christmas in July? And I'm like, why? But they're all for it. So,
So what would that, what were they thinking?
well, they always do Christmas in July. Like it's a common thing in farmers markets because then they sell Christmassy products and all that
okay.
kind of stuff. So it would just be a tie-in to that.
Will we get a Santa for that?
I'd hope
No.
not.
Oh.
The reindeers,
Would
I
we be cool to get like the marine boat and have the Santa on the marine boat?
think the reindeers, I mean, we could, but I think the reindeer itself is kind of going to dominate the attraction.
Yeah.
Being just at the Santa in 90 degrees
Yeah.
heat.
Why is
Yeah.
this reindeer here?
Yeah,
How come it doesn't
gotta
have
do
red
some
nose?
Christmassy stuff if it's Christmas in July.
Yeah. Or we're just
We can
gonna
tackle
need to
that.
say
I
random
just-
reindeer Tuesday.
There you go.
The Day is a good day for a reindeer.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that
I would
statement.
just like everybody to acknowledge I had an idea that wasn't
You know, maybe
cynical
we can wait
at all.
and we can
I
wait
like
and see
it.
what the themes are going to be, or what they're
Yeah.
going to present, and maybe
Oh,
it'll
sure,
be one
do
of the
like a
twos in the
poll,
park.
Maybe it's
it'll
the
be
Arctic
just-
Rush, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just thinking
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, and see what they have.
Are anybody committed or feeling like we should try to execute getting the reindeer for next Snacks with Santa
I
2026?
think it was very expensive.
Expensive.
That
It
was
is.
the
Sounds like
problem.
it'd be expensive, plus also just a lot of competition, like Diane said.
Oh,
The rate should be cheap in the summer, you'd
I
think.
would think there was
Right,
a little
right.
less.
There's already so much happening with Snacks with Santa.
It is
too.
a lot,
We already
yeah.
have a Santa.
yeah.
I think having the reindeer for July, I think makes it more interesting
Yeah.
and encourages people to go to the farmer's market.
Come pet Randy the reindeer. I can't remember what the name of the reindeer was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good idea, Mark. Good idea.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nope. Pending business, Veterans Memorial.
So the cables have been replaced on the remaining service flag poles. It got to the point where you could not move the marine pole at all. It was very frustrating trying to lower them a week or two ago. But they got out there, they replaced them, and now they move perfectly. It was a worthwhile action. And then today, Fred and I installed the newest brick order. So the new ones are in the ground. And we will be decorating on Saturday.
How many more bricks were added?
Just 4.
That's nice.
Liaison reports, planning.
Yeah, we've not had a planning meeting since our last Park and Rec meeting, so I have nothing to report, and we've canceled our November, December planning since they fell on Thanksgiving and Christmas, so we won't be meeting until January. But there's not a whole lot going. We finished our master plan, and, so January we'll get back going with it.
Council liaison.
Met last week, reappointed several people to several boards, including our own, of course. We had a presentation from Brett Kudaquit of Priority Waste. He is the Municipal Relations Manager. Really great turnout from the public for that, a total of 0 people.
Oh, really?
So that was really impressive.
How many?
After all the
Zero.
Way to show your outrage, folks. I was really impressed.
That is crazy.
I know, I was like, I even tried. Like, I even put it on
Embarrassing.
Facebook. I was like, hey, here's a reminder.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, oh, let's see this. And then you all stayed home and probably none of you watched anyways. But either way, we discussed some of the issues with missing streets and with, what is their vision of success and doing well. And their pickup accuracy percentage is a thing they use, and their target is 99.1%. I asked for those to see what that has been on a weekly basis, so I'm hoping to get that because I'm curious to see, are they actually hitting that? They have a new portal, Portal 2.0, so you as a resident can go to their website. We have a link on the village page and report if something didn't get picked up. Or you can call the village office and the office can report it. And regardless, the office will see what's entered. So they'll know whether you or I report it ourselves or if you called the office to report it, they'll know if it's been reported and addressed or not, if it's still pending or so forth.
I know you're doing your report, but they missed us today, and I did go to the link and did it, and later on, they did send me a link back in my message saying that we got
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that they got it. That it was reported and they received it.
it is. I like doing it. I've done it. I've already had them twice miss me, so. And I've used the site, and it is, I like that better. I like it better because then I get the confirmation email, and then when they do complete the job, they let you know as well. So that is useful, I think. But if you prefer to call the office, you are more than welcome to. Thus far, they've had 13 complaints on that system, and then the village has not been getting a lot of complaints either. So if you ever do not get picked up, please either report it to the village or go on the site, because that will affect their rate of, their measurements and our ability to judge them on their work. We paid for seal coating for the crack sealing program. They missed a few roads. Those roads were done on Thursday or Friday. We had our public hearings for CDBG funding, that's Community Development Block Grant, and for the Park and Rec Master Plan. There was no comments on either. And then we, of course, approved 2026 Community Development Block Grant funding, and that went evenly to Haven for battered spouses and women and things like that, and then the Oakland County Housing Development Program, I think is what it is, for people who need to do some work on their house but can't afford to. Master plan was approved by council. Approved some funding for the beautification committee for some winter greenery and decorations. The council approved the application for the mural, so that was submitted by Dave this past week.
Great.
And we had a discussion regarding sign ordinances because some people have had some issues with, having your Spencer Roofing sign in your yard and getting a notification. Well, it turns out that that was removed like a year ago, but that had not yet been codified, which is another entity that codifies it. And so you will now be able to have a sign for a company that did work on your property in your yard, and you will not get in trouble.
That's cool. Is there a limit to how long that can be in your yard or
I do
no?
not believe so. It's all about speech. There was a big case in like 2018, Arizona versus somebody. It went to the Supreme Court, and that had a dramatic effect. So then every municipality is having to change their ordinances to comply with that. It's particularly this was, I think, actually based around political speech, but overall, more broadly, as long as your signage isn't something that's meant to manipulate, like stop or speed up or something like that, there's far less restriction that can be applied. We went into closed session. We had a discussion more about Ventura Drive parking and striping, and that vote did not get passed. So back with that later at some point probably. And yeah, that was about everything. So we won't be back there till December. Another fun meeting where probably not a lot of people in the audience, but more than we have here today, for sure.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Fortunately, I do not have anything from the Commerce Park and Rec. Any comments from board members?
I'll move we adjourn then.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Can I have a second motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn the meeting?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next meeting is December 15th.
Now I'm gonna freestyle for you guys. No, I'm just joking.